Hello, in this video we're going to go over the repair list view and how to navigate that view. We also call it the grid view. That's because it looks similar to maybe an Excel spreadsheet you're familiar with, but don't be confused, it's a lot more powerful than that. So in this view you have a lot of the similar functionality that you had in the valve tree view. You're going to access it a little bit differently though. Instead of that main navigation bar at the top, you find some of the navigations on the left over here. And some of the navigation is going to be up here at the top. Basically, all the valves that you're trying to access are going to show up in this main grid in the beginning. Right now we have a couple of default columns, and we're going to start off by accessing how to edit and change the columns you see. So to do that, we're going to go over here to columns in the grid, and we're going to click on that to see a list of all the available types of columns that we can access. Each thing on the left here indicates a piece of data that we're capturing during an event on a valve, whether it be a new build or repair or something like that. So from this list of possible data, you can find anything you're looking to look at relative to your valve and add it to the column on the right. So let's pick a couple of these. Let's say we want to know about manufacturers of the valve. So we're going to hit M to jump down to the M's and scroll down the list in alphabetical order to find manufacturer, and we're going to add that to the right. And let's say we also wanted to look at the location of where this valve is installed. So we click on location and add that to the right. Now we can do this and add as many configurations as we want, up to 20 columns. And once we've got a specific configuration, let's say this is the grid we wanted to look at for all of our relief valves. I can come down here and give it a title of RV and hit save, and I can save this configuration for relief valves. Next time I wanted to load it up, I just simply click on that configuration and hit apply. This circumstance though, I'm just going to use it for testing purposes. I'm going to add the two columns and hit apply to it and apply it to my grid. Now it's going to automatically update the grid to show me those two columns, manufacturer and location. So that's how you would edit what is being seen in the grid. Now how do you filter the grid down? Well, it's quite cool and quite a few options here. So let's say, for example, in manufacturer I only wanted to see consolidated valves. I could start to type CON, and without hitting enter, without completing the name, it automatically starts to filter. And already it's done that. It's filtered everything down to the grid to only consolidated valves. Now I can see there's multiple pages of that because I'm only seeing a result of 10 records per page. So if I expand that to include 50, then I'll be able to see everything in one page. Now I'm looking down, and sure enough, everything is only consolidated. Now you'll see everything in bold red. This will let you know that it's something that is past due, similar to the alarm clock in the other view. And this is because it's testing data, it's not very accurate. All of it's going to show up that way. But I actually have one here that's not. That's one of the ways you can filter things down. Another thing you can do is additionally filter it to say, okay, I also only want to see things related to the drum. And if I start to type that, it does a secondary filter. So now I'm filtering off consolidated and drums. If I just wanted to see drum and I didn't care about the manufacturer, I would clear this out here and would automatically update again to show me just the drum features. Now it just so happens they're all consolidated, so that doesn't do me any good, does it? So let's remove that location and we'll start looking for something like this second floor. So if I put 2, it'll filter everything out by second floor, and I'm seeing multiple valves here. Okay, so that's an example of how you can do some of the sorting at the top. But what if you wanted to do different groupings and you want to have a little bit of statistical data to go along with it? Well, you can use this grouping mechanism by clicking on this filter here, and then you can drag the column headers into this top area to automatically sort and group. So again, let's do manufacturers. If I grab that up here and drag it and let go, it will resort the columns, and you'll see automatically everything broken down by manufacturer. I can see I have 45 valves by consolidated, which comprise 83% of all my valves. Now, if I open that up, I'll see all the consolidated valves in the list. But let's say I also wanted to group them after I've grouped my manufacturer by location. Grab the location column, drag it, drop it up top. Now I've got it grouped by manufacturer and then by location. So under consolidated, I can see that on the second floor I have 1 valve. In the second floor, number 2, low pressure heater, I have 1 valve, etc. So it's an easy mechanism for grouping valves. If I wanted to get rid of a column, I bring it back down to location here, and it only filters by manufacturer. If I want to get rid of that, I'd bring that back down as well. So nice, cool way to sort the data. Once you get it all sorted out and you have it filtered down to what you want to work on, then you can select the features, whether it be seeing parts, seeing images, generic attachments, or if I wanted to do reports, I could either do it on the valves that are located within that grid, within that specific filter, or I could use the checkbox on the left hand side here to either select all the valves in the grid or select individual valves, whether it be 1, 2, or as many as I need. Once I've selected that and I click on any of these features, I would be seeing parts or images related to the specific valves. The same thing over here. If I wanted to do reports, I would be doing reports specific to those valves. Again, I'll be going over all these functionalities in other videos, so please check those videos out. But that kind of gives you an overview of how to navigate the repair list or grid view.